Hi fam, it's Rachel with True Light Yoga. I am going to teach you a quick 20-minute yoga flow with a focus on the quads and lower body. We'll also be stretching out the shoulders. So this would be a great thing to do if maybe you went surfing this morning or went to the gym already and you're looking for a nice stretch and cool down for the body and the mind and just nourishing that nervous system to move on to whatever is next. So we will get right into it. I have my computer here for a little timer, and we're going to bring the head towards the top of the mat and the feet towards the back of the mat. So if you are facing towards me, I want your head towards me and your feet away from me. If your mat is long ways towards the camera like this, then don't worry about it. You'll bring your hips nice and close to your heels and make your way onto your back. And then just start to bring your hands onto your body and meet yourself on your mat. Start to tap into the sensation of your breath. Letting your inhales expand your rib cage. And exhales compress and belly button pulls into spine. Breathing into front body and back body as you inhale. And exhale. One more big 360 breath here. And then we'll start to bring a little bit of movement as well. So feet are nice and close to the body. Hands can release. As you inhale, press into your big toes, squeeze the glutes and lift your hips. As you exhale, lower your hips back down. So as you inhale, you make your way into bridge pose, Setu Bandha, Sarvangasana. Exhale brings you back down to the earth. Now let your breath determine the pace of your movement. Not rushing your breath to meet your movement, but rather letting the pace of the movement be determined by the fullness and length of your breath. Inhaling, pressing into your big toes, squeezing the glutes, lifting up. Exhaling, lowering all the way down. On your next inhale, you'll rise up and hold this position, pressing into big toes, engaging back body, stretching front body. Option to interlace your hands behind your back and bring the shoulder blades underneath. And then we'll exhale and lower ourselves down to the mat. From here, straighten out your left leg and hug your right knee into your chest. Let your left hand guide the right knee over towards the left side of your mat, coming into a gentle supine twist. Right shoulder blade roots down. Left knee pulls towards the ground. And then we come back to center, straightening out your right leg. Hug left knee into your chest. Right hand guides your left knee over into a twist. Left arm reaches away. Take a deep breath here. And then begin to let your left arm come over towards your right so that you roll into your side and then onto your belly, keeping your left knee in this position. Sometimes it can get a little uncomfortable if you want to put a blanket underneath the left knee for our half frog pose. So my left heel, knee, and hip are trying to come into a 90-degree angle. I'm pressing down through my left hip bone, and then I'm going to come onto my tippy fingers. As you inhale, you're going to lift the chest up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up on the tippy fingers, find a little back bend. Exhale, lower down. Yes, tippy fingers is an anatomical term I invented for yoga. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. From here, bring your right elbow down onto the mat. Press actively into that right elbow as you bring left knee to meet your right. The left hand will come to reach for your left foot for Ardha Bhikasana, half frog pose. As you press the left heel into your glute, you'll find a stretch of the quad muscle in the front of the leg. And then at the same time, I want you to start to kick the foot into the hand. So what kicking the foot into the hand does is it activates our quad muscle by straightening the leg. But we're holding it in this position, so we're not allowing it to fully straighten. We're holding it in a stretch. This is called a facilitated stretch, when you stretch and strengthen the same muscle at the same time. And it is shown to have great benefits in helping us to access greater mobility and flexibility. You can take about one more deep breath here. And then slowly begin to release hand from foot. On your inhale breath, bring your hands under your shoulders, pull your body through and find your upward facing dog, pointing toes, maybe drop the knees. Exhale, lower back down. Left hand grabs the left foot again, and then you're going to step the left foot behind your right thigh. Press onto your hands and reach your hips up for a wild thing. Exhale, lower your hips back down, roll onto your belly. Pull yourself through. Inhale, find a back bend of your choice. Sometimes it's nice to take the hands a little wider. Lower on your exhale. So inhale, we lift up. Exhale. And then we're going to add on here. So you inhale to roll yourself up. Exhale, shoulders down the back and away. Inhale, ribs forward, gaze up. And exhale, lower. So it might be a little bit different from our usual upward facing dog. Your hands are a bit wider. You inhale to roll yourself up and shrug your shoulders. Exhale, shoulders down the back and away. Inhale, ribs up, gaze forward. Exhale, lower down. So that's an option for our back bend today that I'll be leading through our vinyasas. Feel free to join or do it your way that you're used to. From here, we're going to hike up that right knee, coming into our half frog on the other side. Keep pressing your right hip bone down. And we'll meet again on the tippy fingers. Inhale, let yourself be lifted up. Exhale. Using the breath to bring you into this moment. With each exhale, releasing stress from the physical body, from the mental body. Inhale. Big exhale. And then releasing your hands, letting right knee come in to meet your left. Left elbow down onto the mat to start. Right hand will come to reach for your right foot. From here, when you have hand to foot, we'll press the foot in towards your butt, square the chest towards the front of the mat, and then begin to kick the foot back into the hand as well. So stretching quad and strengthening at the same time. Send your breath to the place in your body where you feel the sensation. Now, as you release this time, you're going to step the right foot behind your left thigh, come up onto your left hand, press into left hand and left foot as you lift your hips into a wild thing. Maybe a little roll of the wrist and lower back down. From here, we make our way into all fours position. So knees to the ground, press yourself up, cross at your ankles and make your way into a seated position. So legs are out in front. From here, we're going to press our legs to be as straight as possible with our hands at our side for Dandasana staff pose. When we make the legs as straight as possible, we're activating the quads. So you might see the quads light up or feel your kneecaps lift up, or depending on your musculature, you might even see this little lift of the heels off the mat. It's okay if you don't have the little lift of the heels off the mat. There's nothing wrong with you, right? Everybody's body is different. So everything that I offer today is just a suggestion, an invitation. Don't feel like you have to take all of it. And release the quads. We're going to activate them again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Tighten the muscles on the tops of your legs. Activate the quads, kneecaps lift, pressing down through your hands, pulling toes towards your face, and release. Start to cross over your ankles, making your way back into the all fours position. Extend your right leg behind you. So when we do this and we press on the back wall and we have a straight leg, the quad is active. From here, we'll bend in the knee. Now the quad is stretching. And to straighten out the leg, we find the quad activating. So really act like you're pressing, like there's a wall behind you, about an inch behind you, and you're trying to reach it. You're really straightening through that back leg. From here, bend in the knee. Reach your left hand forward. Try to find your balance here. Squeeze everything into your center line, and then left hand can reach towards your right foot. As you grab the foot to the butt, you also kick the foot into the hand to find that facilitated stretch. So activating the quad of the right leg to kick the foot into the hand. We'll slowly, with control, start to step your right foot in between your hands. Inhale, rise into a low lunge. Exhale, point through your toes. We'll be activating left quad this time as we lift the knee off the ground and drop the knee back down. Inhale, lift the knee off the ground. Exhale, drop the knee back down. Maybe squeeze your left heel to your glute. Inhale, lift knee off ground, engage quad. Exhale, squeeze heel to glute. One more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. We'll keep that foot bent. Hands come down. Left fingertips off towards the left side of your mat. Roll onto the front of the right knee as you reach your right hand high. We'll start with a little roll of the wrists. And then a big roll of the shoulders. So just like you're doing the back stroke, just moving your arms in space, taking some big shoulder circles here. You can always let this left hand come off the mat completely. And then allow the right hand to reach back as you sink your hips forward and come onto the right pinky toe edge of the foot. Maybe right hand comes to your left foot for twisted monkey. It is completely okay if you're not touching the hand to the foot. You could also grab a strap if you wanted to. As long as you're pulling the heel towards your body, you'll find that stretch of the left quad. From here, we slowly begin to release hand from foot, lift left knee, and step yourself forward, maybe without touching the left foot down. We rise into a standing position. I'll turn to face you. So from here in your standing position, root down into the pinky toe, big toe, and heel of your right foot. Keep that left knee lifted and hold for 3, 2, 1. Left hand comes out to the side and grabs the instep of the left foot. Right hand will reach up and you'll kick left foot into the hand, coming into dancer pose. I know your right leg hates me right now. I know it's a bit uncomfortable. But see if you can remember why you started. And shift your thoughts from I hate Rachel to hello strength, hello change. Try to lift up with that right hand, left foot. And if you fall out like me, you smile and you come back in. From here, we'll meet at the top of the mat. Take a deep breath in, reach your hands high. As you exhale, step that left foot to the back of your mat, lower left knee, and we'll shift the right foot across the mat. From here, we find our pigeon pose, sending the left toes back behind you. Option to bring the right hip onto a block, or if you're feeling it in the knee particularly, try to press down through your right knee and through your right pinky toe. Keep squaring off the hips. Option to stay right here. Option if you want to lift your left foot, reaching left hand back for the left foot, finding your quad stretch. And we'll do it all on the other side, pressing yourself back into your child's pose. Take a deep breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, bring yourself up onto all fours. Exhale, extend right heel behind. Inhale, straighten out the leg, reach for the wall right behind you. Exhale, hold. Inhale, stepping on that back wall. Exhale, bend the knee. So inhale, straighten out. We're activating the quad. Exhale, squeeze heel to glute, activating hamstring. Inhale, extend heel behind you. Exhale, knee bends. From here, hold, press into your right hand. Left hand reaches forward. Left hand's going to reach back behind you if you liked for that little quad grab or foot grab to stretch the quad. Kicking foot into hand, hand into foot. Like they're in this little tug of war, and the foot saying, I want to lift, and the hand saying, no, you get back here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly begin to step foot in between your hands. Inhale, rise into your low lunge. Maybe starting to feel a little bit of heat here. Remember, it's not a long practice. So as you build intensity in the poses, build your breath intensity to meet it. From here, we'll point through the right toes, lift the knee. Exhale, drop the heel, squeeze heel to your butt. So inhale, we lift up, straightening out the leg, activating quad. Exhale, we drop down. You'll feel the back of your leg activate to squeeze the heel in. Inhale, point toes, activate quad. Exhale, drop down. You could always double up your mat or put a little blanket underneath the knee if this is too much. Don't push through sharp pain. And then from here, we release the foot back and down. Right hand down to the outside of the mat. Left hand will reach up. Start with a little wrist roll. And then we'll find some big shoulder circles. Doing the backstroke. Linking breath and movement. And the next time you reach back, you'll start to lift in the right foot. Maybe left hand comes to grab onto the right foot as you sink the hips forward. Left knee can fall out to the side. You could come onto the pinky toe edge of that foot. Maybe lifting in your chest. And then from here, slowly begin to release. So challenge for you if you want. We'll lift that right knee, lean forward, step the knee up. Holding here in your standing knee raise, rooting down through left big toe, pinky toe, and heel. And maybe without stepping the foot down, your right hand will come to reach for the right foot. Kick foot into hand and pull the hand back into the foot. Reaching up with left hand, and right foot. And then this time, maybe without dropping, you step your right foot back, lower the knee, relax the toes, and we find our half pigeon on the other side. So left foot just walks across this mat here. If you're looking for more sensation, shin would be parallel with the top of the mat. If you're looking for a softer stretch, bring your left heel back by your right hip crease. You can always use a block to support your left hip. From here, we're going to not go into our sleepy time pigeon, but we're going to stay upright and then bend the right knee. Option to stay like this. Option if you want to reach right hand back for the right foot, stretching out the quad, and then kicking foot back into the hand. And from here, we release hand from foot. We'll slowly begin to remove the block if it was there. Press into your hands, round your back, pull belly in, and step yourself back into a downward facing dog. Press the mat away. Shoulders lifting up to your ears as you try to press the mat away from you. We'll come forward into a plank position and exhale, lower yourself down on the count of 5. You can always lower your knees. 4. Hello, strength. Hello, change. 3, 2, 1. From here, we meet our peak pose of the day, bow pose. So you can take the half bow that we took before, reaching one hand to foot if you like. If you can, grab both hands to the feet. You'll reach both hands into the feet. Now, if we don't activate the quads here, what happens is we land about right here. But if we do that activation of the quads that we've been working on throughout our class, you'll feel the shoulders start to lift up, the feet and hands lift up, and you make your way into bow pose. So here is without the quads. Here is with that activation of the quads, and we find that lift up, kicking foot into hands, rising energy in our bow pose. Deep breath in, lift, exhale, hold. We'll be here for 5, kicking foot into hands, pulling hands back into feet. For 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down. Allow your hands to create a little pillow for your forehead. Let the legs soften behind you. Maybe rock your hips from side to side. And feel the sensation that you built in your body. From here, you'll roll over onto your back. Coming to meet on the spine. I'll hug right knee in and then bring left knee to meet it. And just give yourself a little squeeze in, maybe rocking side to side, massaging your lower back. Thanking your body for everything it gave you in this mini flow and in your day so far. Thanking yourself for coming here and taking the time to do something good for your body, your mind, and your spirit. And then releasing your legs to straighten, palms face up. And taking a moment to integrate all the work that you just did. And let the dust settle. You might think of asana movement as shaking up the atoms of the body, the energy, like we're a plastic water bottle with glitter or sand in it. And your shavasana is when you let all the pieces float back down and settle. Slowly begin to deepen in your breath. And letting that start to make little ripples of movement, maybe wiggling toes or fingers. And then rolling over to a comfortable side and enjoying a breath here in between your mini practice and the rest of your day. Pressing yourself up into a seated position where we will meet in easy pose Sukhasana with a lengthened spine and hands at heart center. Sharing a deep breath together. Bow forehead into your fingertips, sealing in your practice. There is a breath, light, and love within me. It is the same breath, light, and love within each of you. To sharing that and celebrating it within one another, we say, Jai Bhagwan, Namaste. Thank you for taking the time to be with me today. If you have any questions about anything that we did, we went through everything kind of fast to keep it this 20-minute flow. So if you have any questions about anything we did, please send me a message. I'd be happy to explain any of the poses to you. And I hope